So I'm quickly learning that it is just absolutely impossible for me to have one normal day. Just one. It doesn't happen. It's not gonna happen for me anytime soon. I really wasn't gonna make a video today, but now I'm going to, because something very interesting happened today. I got a Pacman frog about 4 days ago. So I've had this frog for 4 whole days, and that's his cage right there. And I don't know how I should word this, but his butt fell out. Of course, that is not the proper medical diagnosis of it, but that is the best way to explain what happened to my frog today. And so I filmed the whole adventure of going to the vet and getting emergency surgery on my frog's butt. Told you I can't have a normal day.
Hey guys, I'm about to be rushing to the vet. I'm just waiting for my ride to be ready. My brand new Pacman frog has had a prolapsed rectum, which basically means, in layman's terms, that the butt fell out of him. And it's really life-threatening, so I'm going over there, gonna see if they could fix it. I thought something was wrong from the beginning when I bought him, but I really wanted him anyways, so I'm just hoping I can save him, because I'm really glad that I got him from the pet store, because I'm pretty sure if this happened at the pet store, he would have just died. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if we can save this little guy, and I'm gonna go ahead and go now. Hey guys, I am freezing cold in the vet, like it is negative 1 million degrees in here. But basically the vet just came in and told me basically they're going to give him medication. They're going to put sugar and honey on the rectum because that makes it shrink up so they can put it back inside. It's pretty gruesome. And they're going to use sutures to invert it back how it should be and slowly move it back inside of him. It's pretty gross. They can't make any guarantees that he's going to make it or not, mainly because he is not eating, and he hasn't been eating in the last few days. So this kind of stress on top of not eating is very dangerous. I'm going to medicate him for the next few weeks. I'm going to work on the wound myself. They're giving me some tips, and I'm going to go to the pet store after this and get some kinds of food that I can help to try to entice him to eat. So yeah, I'll keep y'all guys updated. The vet made no promises that he will make it, but also said it isn't doomed where he's gonna just, you know, die. So I'll keep y'all updated.
Thank you. Alright. Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was an anal prolapse. And they inverted it and put it back in and stitched it up. So
How about that?
I know. Probably doesn't happen every day for frogs, but and I looked it up and it's something like so obscure. It doesn't happen much at all for them. And of course it had to happen for mine.
That's because Jupiter is special.
Yes.
Okay, the total is 148 for today. Well, we will give you a call in a couple days.
Okay.
See how Jupiter's going.
All right, sure.
If you need the same time before then, just give us a call.
Okay, thank you. Okay guys, I just got home from the vet. It was $148 to treat this little guy, which it's a lot of money, but it's also a lot less than I thought it would be. Basically, he did have a prolapsed rectum, like I said, exactly what we thought. The vet drew me some weird picture of, like, this is the rectum, and these are the little sutures that are sticking out of his butt, so it kind of shows me where the stitches are inside of him. And they gave me directions on how to cut them out if he can't go to the restroom with them. So that's pretty gross, but I might have to do that. Hopefully he'll be able to go to the restroom even with the stitches. We're gonna just wait and see. These are some medication I'm supposed to give him every day. It's basically just gonna be extra fluids and things like that if he's having trouble ingesting things. For the time being, also actually just going forward in general, I bought some cricket food, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the crickets before I feed them to him and my other animals. This way the crickets will have more inside of them. It'll make them better for him. He really needs this, especially right now because he's not eating that much. So if he is going to eat, it's best to have one that has a whole lot of stuff inside of them, so it'll be really good for him. So I just got home and he's had a really stressful morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him back in his enclosure. I'm gonna keep it dark all day, just try to keep things quiet and nice for him because, like I said, he's had a really long day. That's all blood over there. So yeah, I'm just hoping this little guy makes it. We're not exactly positive if he's going to or not because this next week will really help me figure it out. Once a frog has a prolapse rectum, they're prone to having many more. Once it starts, it kind of is just a really bad cycle. We're hoping that it's not going to happen again, but like I said, next week, you know, time will tell. Sometimes when these kind of things happen, they stop eating, they get stressed, and ultimately they die. So like I said, this next week is really going to tell if he's going to make it or not. I'm really hoping for the best because I really like this guy. So hopefully he will do good. He does have little stitches on his butt now. I took a little picture of it, and let me see if I can get it on film. There are little stitches right there on his butt. So it is going to keep it from prolapsing again. This is him. There we go. Here's to hoping the best for the little guy. He's looking okay. Very skinny, and he just hit a wall, so I'm not sure how well he's feeling mentally, but hopefully he is okay. Just gonna give him a while to settle in, gonna leave him alone for today. Gonna keep it really dark in here to hopefully encourage him to be relaxed and calm and things like that. So basically, if y'all didn't understand from the video, my frog had an anal prolapse, which just meant that his butt came out, and it's pretty gross. It's really gross, actually. I woke up this morning ready to go have a fun day and, you know, go out and do stuff, and I looked in my frog's cage and I thought, you know, oh, he's going to the restroom, which was actually very exciting because my frog is still settling in. He hasn't eaten yet since I got him. I was reassured so many times not to worry about that, to just know it's normal for the first up to 2 weeks for him to just be settling in to his new environment, to not eat, blah blah blah. But seeing him go to the restroom means that he is finally digesting whatever was in his stomach, all this stuff. So I was pumped that my frog was about to go to the restroom. But instead of him going to the restroom, something very different happened, and I didn't really know what I was looking at, but it was gross. It was his insides like came out. Yeah, it was gross. So I panicked. I was like, oh my god, this frog is bleeding out and dying, because there was a lot of blood. It was really gross. In my head, I kind of went right to the hopeless place. In my head, I was like, this frog is dead. It's dead. There's really, I shouldn't even do anything because it's gonna be dead in the next few minutes. But I decided, you know, even though I've only had this frog 4 days, I'm gonna try my best to save him, because there has to be some reason that I decided to take him home and not leave him at the store. There has to be some reason that he's here with me, so I'm going to try to save this little guy if I can. So I called up my vet. They said, no, we don't see amphibians, try this vet. So I called another vet, and they saw him, and I took him in. All that fun stuff happened that y'all saw in the video. Yes, the fix to my frog's anal prolapse was $148. I'm actually going to send this receipt to my job. I'm going to see if I can get reimbursed for it, because I work for the pet store I bought him from, and they do this deal with customers that if the animal that you bought from their store gets sick in the first month, if you bring it to the store, they'll take it, treat it, and give it back to you no cost. I went straight to the vet without consulting my job first, because I was worried that if I were to drop this dying frog off at my job, that they would go put him in the back and wait a while before they take him to the vet. So I didn't trust that they would cure him in time, so I went and did it myself and paid with my own money. But I'm just gonna give it a shot and see if I give them my receipt, if they will maybe reimburse me for it. Don't really have high hopes about that, but gonna give it a shot. Now, if you look up frog illnesses online, which I did before buying this frog, you will never see anal prolapse come up, because it is that weird and random. It's not something that frogs typically get. So I prepped myself for anything this frog could possibly get before buying him, and he gets the most obscure thing that just never happens. So that's just my luck. I have to get some weird thing. It can never be something normal. It couldn't just be, oh, he has a bug on him, let's get it off. It's no, his butt literally fell out of him. It's so weird. He's doing okay right now. He is now back in his enclosure. He's been there for about 4 hours now. He has not moved at all, but that's normal. He was in shock all day because of his butt injury. He showed me how he made it go back in there and the stitches, and he's like, I think I made it where your frog can still go to the restroom, but if you notice he's constipated, you have to cut these out. So I might have to play vet one day, but I'm really hoping I don't because I don't want to cut my frog's butt. Moral of this story is this was a $20 frog. A lot of places sell them from anywhere from $15 to $50 depending on the color, the age, all that kind of stuff. So yes, they are relatively very inexpensive frogs. They live in dirt, they don't need a heat lamp, all they need is a heat pad and a lot of dirt and moss and a water dish. So from the idea of it, it's a very cheap animal. And actually the reason I bought him was because I already owned all the supplies I needed for him. So I was like, I've always wanted a frog. It's only gonna cost me $20. I'm gonna bring him home and I'll be good. And of course I get the weird obscure illness that cost me $150 to initially fix and hope and pray it doesn't come back because that'll be another $150 if it happens again. So basically what I'm trying to tell y'all guys is no matter how cheap an animal is to you, you know, even if it just costs you $5 to buy it, you have to take into consideration that this animal can get sick, the long-term health of it, the older it gets, the more care it's gonna need. Just because you can afford the living species does not mean you can always afford the care for it. Luckily, I have money saved aside in case something like this happens, so I could afford this. There's no such thing as a cheap animal. No matter how small it is, no matter how big it is, no matter the cost of the actual living creature, there's no such thing as a cheap animal long term. It's a living being that has needs that cost money. That's basically my frog story. I will keep y'all guys updated because we're not exactly sure if he's gonna make it or not, but these next few weeks will really tell if he is going to live or not. He is an albino. He's already prone to many illnesses. Albinos are half blind, have skin problems, things like that. So I have to keep a very, very close eye on this little guy. I was going to be making a video about how to care for these little froggies, but since he's having a really hard time right now, I'm going to definitely postpone that for a while and keep an eye on my own little frogger. His name is Jupiter. I was not expecting this much work from a frog. So like I said, you really never know what you're getting into. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more videos. I'm gonna try to do it on a weekly basis. I'm gonna try to pick a schedule. Here soon where I always upload videos on this day or something like that. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I was going to be getting a new camera next week for my filming, so it would be pretty and not looking like I'm filming it on a toaster, but I had to spend all that money on him. So it's probably going to be about another month until I get a good camera. So yeah. Unless they reimburse me for this, then that'll be awesome, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I never know how to end these videos. Like, I don't have like a catchphrase or anything. I really need to come up with a cute way to end my videos. I really don't know, but I'm trying to find a cute way to end off all my videos instead of just rambling and then going bye. So, you know, if you got any ideas in the comment section, yeah, I'm gonna go edit this. See how awkward this is? I don't know how to end these. Bye. Thank you.